Now, I could see you Neanderthals typing in the comments section saying things like, "Oh my god, you're hating on everyone in the community, kill yourself." My god, just calm down, okay? And let me just state for the record that I do not hate everyone in the community. In fact, people like Jade Animations are some of the few animators that I actually see potential in. And yeah, this intro's gone on long enough, just cue the intro. Hey guys, it's Burster MFG here, and it's time for a new video. Well, not a new video, but whatever, you know what I mean. Anyways, if you don't know what a Storytime YouTuber is, they are basically channels that make videos that are based off of their regular normal lives. Now, while the idea isn't substandard as usual, there are videos that are by no means good. Now, many people say that this community saved YouTube or they do not have animations, and these are allegations that I strongly disagree with. Because if you look at Jaden Animations, you would see that her style is fully animated instead of character slides. But if you look at James, who is the odd ones out by the way, it isn't fully animated, which is why I legitimately don't understand why you idiots think that James is being the most popular animator would pretty much mean that he saved the entire community as a whole. And this is ridiculous, and you all know that. Another issue I have with said community is bandwagons. Now, obviously, examples like Speechy has been done over to no hell, and seemingly it seems like they're not gonna stop because I'm sorry, they're stupid, and they're a pathetic attempt to gain views on this website. Speaking of which, another problem I have with this disgusting community as a whole is that a certain amount of channels from said community just seem to have similar, if not the exact same personalities. Now, I am going to use two channels that I've known, and those are Jane Animations and Speechy. Now, don't get me wrong, in a lot of approaches, they are pretty different, at least in their own way. But the topics that they produce is just plain retarded. Let's get into the main reason you all clicked in this video, and that's the simple fact that these animators are not open to criticism at all. Now let's get into the obvious statement out of the way and say that criticism is important regardless of it being good or bad. Now obviously people like Speechy is open to criticism, and the reason why I know this is because I was told that she was actually listening to people's criticisms towards her, and she is definitely criticism free, at least that's what you call it. But with people like Tabs, no. She is immune to criticism, and an example of this is when she blocked Daft Pina on Twitter for the sake of giving her criticism, and her actions just shows her that she is most likely gonna get trolled to no hell. Now, obviously, I have no beef with her on a personal level, seeing as how I never spoke with her on Twitter, but I've known about how abysmal her actions have been. Another example worth mentioning is Speechy, who is a much bigger coward than Tabs has ever been. And there are examples I can find, but I'm gonna list them down, such as disabling the comments on our art teacher, deleting her video on depression because people made videos on it, and constantly whining on Twitter because people getting quote-unquote angry about the quote-unquote hate she's receiving. Now allow me to read the quote-unquote hate comments she's receiving. Our first comment comes from Coloco, who replied with, "These are not hate videos, they are criticizing you. You just don't want to take it because guess what? We all get criticism. You are not the only one who gets it. If you don't care, then you won't improve. Your fans should watch it because they understand who they're watching." This is actually a good criticism, and yes, they're not just hate videos obviously, and if you don't take the time to read them, then guess what? You won't make good content. Sure, your art has changed, but of course that isn't saying much. That's like saying your new audio is decent compared to your last audio. And I apologize for the weak comparisons, but it's just how it is. Now let's read another one, and this one comes from Random Lee, who says, "Have you watched these rant videos? I have, and yes, there are some genuine critiques, like fundamental art critiques in them, but they will always turn and start insulting and putting their opinions in, and that's when the criticism turns into a rant." Another valid criticism I can strongly agree with, because the tweet Speechy made just shows that she didn't watch the video at all, and of course the criticism turns into a rant, seeing as how they always turn and start insulting and putting their opinions in. Now, in addition to my opinions, I also have another person who would like to share their thoughts. Take it away, guest.
Hey guys, Miles here, and the Storytime animation community needs to improve our quality. Not that they're bad, it's just that most of the animators, yes, I put it in quotes, animators are really similar. Most of the community don't really animate that much. When they do, they only use it for a few segments. And what is it with the marshmallow Lyco C's? Is it really that hard to think of a character design? That you have to copy the Odd Ones Out character design? Looking at you, Fox Goodman. Plus the treatment of Daft Peanut isn't really that deserved. All he's trying to do is criticize these guys. Hell, he could be one of the nicest guys you've ever met. And I know a lot of animators actually like Daft's content, so I want to say this. Why would you harass someone even though he or she didn't insult you? No. Listen, I don't hate this community, but it doesn't mean that it's immune from criticism. Those are my thoughts from the community. Thanks again, Burster, for letting me collaborate with you. Miles, signing out.
Well, thanks for being on my channel for once. It's more than appreciated than ever. You sick homeboy. But in all seriousness though, go check out Miles' channel since he makes some pretty good content, not gonna lie. Link will be in the description below. And as for my thoughts, while there are some good conditions to the community itself, I'm not gonna sit there with a straight face and say that it's a good community. It's bad without a doubt, but like I said before, despite me criticizing said community, I don't think it's as bad as y'all think it is. Anyways, I'm signing out.